And yeah, you know what? Let the players make money. You know, the universities, NCAA made a lot of money over a lot of players over many years. Let the players make money. I don't have a problem with that. It's structure, right? You just need a little structure to it. In the NBA, you get drafted, you hit restricted free agency, you have contracts. Like for me, um, the fact that, say Greg Gard or whatever coach in the handshake line has to worry what the other coach is going to say to their top guys, like, you know what, you're whoever it is, the other coach can say, "Hey, I got this and I got that in a starting spot for you." Like that's just wrong. And I think the portal for me personally is ruining college basketball. I would be fine with a one-time exception for a transfer, or you have to sit out. Like we live in a world where everything's instant gratification. We don't want to wait for something good to happen. It's always now. So my ideal world would be to bring back the red shirt rule, but that's never going to happen. I would adjust it a little bit where I would say, okay, if your coach leaves, yeah, you can transfer right away. Graduate, obviously, you can transfer. I'd add a few more exceptions than there were, but the poaching is a real problem. So if you want to poach a kid, okay, now you have to pay him for the year he's sitting out, and you can have him play for you a year. So that'd be my idealistic. We had the red shirt rule for forever, and we all survived. And it actually paid off for a lot of guys. But I understand that's not possible. So at the very least, we got to have them sign contracts, which I don't love, but just this every single it's AAU now, where after every single season, you just go to the highest bidder. Like, trust me, I want everyone to get paid. I want you to get paid. I want all your friends to get paid, my friends, everybody. I want the college kids to get paid, but there has to be some structure. And yeah, just it turning to AAU. Like Jordan, like if like you would have made a ton of money. Like there's a good chance after your junior year, you probably not finishing at Wisconsin. You would have had Duke, Kentucky. You would have had the Blue Bloods offering you $1 million. Like having
Yeah.
your starting point guard like Chucky, uh, you know, and I don't blame him at all for taking it. You got to take it, but just having like your 3 year starting point guard just go to the highest bidder. It's ruining college athletics, in my opinion. There's just got to be some guardrails.
I mean, yeah, it's ruining it as we know it. Who knows what's on the other side of all this? I say like poaching is wrong. I don't look at it in terms of like black and white, right and wrong, but poaching is wrong. Poaching's wrong for who? Because Chucky didn't enter the portal. So Chucky just got a problem solved for him that, and well, I guess an opportunity presented to him that he didn't even know existed, that he wouldn't have known existed if it weren't for people being able to poach. Like Chucky wasn't even in the portal. Chucky, Chucky entered the, well, I don't know this to be true, but I know Chucky wasn't in the portal, and I know he was
Yeah, yeah.
at school, and then he randomly in the middle of spring workouts or whatever they have entered the portal. So that tells me that someone came to him and was like, "Oh, I got this money for you," and the money was so much that I can't say no.
Yeah.
So who's that bad for? That's bad for the Wisconsin coaching staff. I mean, is it? It's not bad for Chucky. You know what I'm
I
saying?
tell
Like,
you,
who's it?
here's what I'll say. College basketball, not to cut you off, but I'm calling it
Yeah.
right now. College basketball ratings I think it's gonna be bad for college basketball ratings. So that's my prediction. When you're rooting
Is
for
it?
an AAU team each year, that's a little different than when you root for Jordan Taylor and Rob Wilson, who have been there for 4 years. That's my prediction. But sorry, keep going.
No. That's a very valid point, but I think it's for the people that are the losers on that side. Yeah, they're not going to watch, but for the teams that are going to win, for the Baylors who got Jeremy Roach coming in for whatever they paid him, for
That's a
the
great pick.
Louisvilles, like their ratings in those conferences aren't going to go down. Like they're still going to watch the ratings in the tournament. I would assume aren't going to. People are still going to bet on the tournament. People are still going to, what I'm saying. People are still going to do all that. It's still going to. There's going to be upsets. There's going to be excitement in the tournament. So you might very well be right, but I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think that the ratings are necessarily gonna plummet. At least not initially, because I think there's still a lot of interest in what's going on. It's who know if Wisconsin comes out and Daniel Freitag is killing next year, then people you're gonna watch, right? You ain't gonna not watch
Yeah, no,
Daniel
I'll
Freitag
be
and Nolan.
watching. Yeah.
Yeah, if Daniel Freitag and Nolan Winter have Wisconsin in the Big Ten title hunt, then people are going to tune in. So if your team's winning, then you go watch.